Alright, so the 40 million download update is here, and I'm going to be covering the whole patch notes. We talked about the dev notes in the live stream that I made a few hours ago, and the video I just uploaded a few hours ago about them cutting festival units from festival banners. I'm not going to be mentioning those things in this video. If you want to hear my opinions on that, go check the last video where I'm just showing my face in the thumbnail. But for now, it's just gonna be the patch notes. Honestly, mostly good stuff, which I am somewhat pleased about. But it's just, of course, there's the glaring issue of the patch note thing that I just mentioned. So we're getting chapter 20. Nice. Is there any fight? Listen, it's been so long since I read 7 Lessons. Are there any fights that are gonna show up in this chapter? I don't even remember. I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, chapter 20 is coming. New GOWTHER and HOWZER. So we already have translations. I actually was waiting for translations from going across the database. GOWTHER. Okay. We had the leaks. We knew GOWTHER was gonna release this week. We knew. I love that the dev notes were from Global, was it like last week, were like, yeah, don't trust the leaks, they're always wrong. We got the leaks. GOWTHER was coming. We didn't know which GOWTHER though. The files only said GOWTHER. So we were expecting either armor GOWTHER or real GOWTHER. I was really hoping it was real GOWTHER, just because really I want Melee to be a unit that is still relevant. You know, Melee's about to turn a year old, but I think he's still one of the best units in the game. Very underrated unit, if you believe I would even say that. But I'm not mad. I think this is a really sick GOWTHER. And when we got, so on the live stream, if you watch the live stream, if you see everyone's reaction when they showed the ticket just showed like the head, like the headpiece for the armor. We thought it was just armor GOWTHER from season 1. When we actually saw the GOWTHER in action, like, whoa, take my money. So let's just look at his ultimate real quick. Shipping! It looks sick. Like, it's just our GOWTHER inside this big ass armor, like his Iron Man. It's so sick. And HOWZER is just base HOWZER. This is the HOWZER we've always had. And he's really good. So, just Grand Cross Database translated. Shouts to Grand Cross Database for the translations of the new tribute units. Let's start with GOWTHER, of course. GOWTHER. Green GOWTHER. Really hard to release a green GOWTHER, because green GOWTHER, the other green GOWTHER, is already like top 3 best units in the game, right? So there is another green GOWTHER that seems to be also very good. It's So, passive. Every time an ally uses a skill, increases all allies' attack related stats by 2% and max HP by 1%. So he doesn't give as much attack related stats as the other green GOWTHER, but it's somewhat easier to use because you're not restricted by that whole every ally has to be a different race. So you could, for instance, use him on the unidentified team and have, you know, if you summon for, you know, ReZero, have the green ram buffing him, stuff like that. So there is, you know, and also he gives HP, right? Max HP 1%. There is some good in this passive compared to the other one, but of course the other one has a higher ceiling, and this one doesn't have rank up. So he is not a replacement for the other GOWTHER. In teams that I would use the other GOWTHER, I would never use this GOWTHER, and vice versa. So yeah, it's the same unit, like it's green GOWTHER, but very different in where I would use. So it's a new name, by the way, of course. You saw there's different ultimate. The attack card inflicts crush damage, which is a new, ability, I believe, equal to 450% of damage to one enemy. When the hero has 4 or more ultimate gauge, reduces the enemy's ultimate gauge by 1%. By 1 orb, I'm sorry, 1%. By 1 orb. Odd. This is just an extra, right? The actual ability is this, right? Inflicts crush, 450. For every ultimate move gauge orb the hero has, inflicts 20% additional damage. So this is a unit that wants to have a lot of orbs on themselves. And also, you know, if you have more 4 or more, then you also remove 1. I guess they were like, oh, this would be too broken if, like, the card already does so much damage that maybe not include that as just like an unrestricted thing. We'll see how it will actually be in play, but sounds like a decent card, I guess. See, one thing, we don't know their stats, because the reveal of units usually is from Korea and JP. If you watch the live stream reviews, but Korea today is a holiday, so Korea didn't make their live stream, and Korea makes such a better live stream review. It's not even funny than JP. And Korea shows their stats. JP doesn't. So we don't know his stats. We don't know how much CC he has. We don't know what crit stats he has, what defense stats he has. We just know he exists, and this is the passive, and this is the cards, and this is the ultimate. So it's really hard to say. Once we get info on his stats tomorrow, we'll have a clearer picture on how hard he's gonna hit. But also, let me actually bring this up. So on they showed a sort of a PvP gameplay here, so which we're gonna be showing a bit. Okay, the other skill disables everything, including ultimate moves, except for debuff skills. Disable the use of rank 2 and above skills, decreases skill ranks of all enemies at the end of the turn for 2 turns. Now, you're gonna be freaking out when you hear disables everything. But let me keep you in mind, this is rank 3, okay? And if you're using this GOWTHER, there's no one ranking you up. Except like Green Shin. So don't freak out. It's not going to be easy for this guy to get his level 3 out in PvP. It can happen, for sure, it can happen. Not very likely. Because how likely it is to get like a rank 3 in PvP in matches that last like 3-4 turns, which most matches last 3-4 turns if you're like in high rank PvP. Because the match is decided by, who has the best card RNG in the beginning, really. Very unlikely for level 3s to happen when you don't have another golfer ranking him up. With that being said, the ranked 2, again, this is why I hate JP live streams. They only show what they want to show. The rank 1 card is unknown. We don't know what it does. Unless they revealed somewhere else, not in the live stream. I don't know what's happening. On their live stream, though, they showed the rank 2. And the rank 2 did not disable attack skills. So it does not disable everything like the rank 3. Okay, I guess, okay, this is when I actually watched it. I was just rewatching with Kabuki at that point. Let me put in times 2, why not? So, they were showing GOWTHER against the blue mono blue Margaret team, which is okay. So he got the perfect turn, right? He got the extra. Oh, sorry. He got the extra debuff for GOWTHER and the extra attack. The perfect turn. So he debuffs with GOWTHER, which disables buff skills. It disables buff skills, ultimates, and ranks down cards. It does not disable attack cards, which leads me to believe that the level 1 might not disable buffs. It might just rank down and disable, or it doesn't disable ultimates. It's either or. So something will not be disabled by level 1. Level 2s are more likely than level 3, so this is a good counter for Margaret, for sure. Or to Margaret. Absolutely. And then he gets his ultimate. So, going back here, what does his ultimate do? And this is, oh boy. His ultimate sounds really good on paper. But in practice, I don't know. Inflicts damage equal to 8% of max HP on all enemies. Just for a point of comparison, let's pull up Ban. Because he has, you know, also an HP base ultimate. Ban at level 1 does 30? Yeah, it's 30%. Ban at level 1 does 30%. Is it only 8? Jeez, they really want you to get dupes for this guy. 8? That's horrible. My god, 8% max HP on all enemies. Depletes 2 skill cards at random. Now, up to 6/6, we don't know exactly what's the multipliers there, like for the skill breaking. I'm assuming it just adds 1 every time. At 6/6, does 40% max HP, which is more comparable to Ban, but you gotta remember, Ban's damage also comes from his 6/6 effect of Rupture. Doubles. So Ban 6/6 is a lot of the time, like really a lot of the time, 90%, not 45. 40, and deletes all skill cards. And I like to mention that it says excluding ultimate moves. I don't know if the excluding ultimate moves part only really works on before level 6 or 6/6, where it deletes every card, because what happens is, yes, you do delete every card, but if they have ultimates in hand, they're just gonna get the ultimate back, right? It's a really big gamble. Like if you delete everyone's cards and they only have level 1s, and then the new cards they get are like combining and they get level 3s, then you're screwed. But let's say they do have level 3s, then it's nice. You delete those level 3s and now they're gonna have level 1s, level 2s maybe. It's a gamble. It's really a gamble with his ultimate. So I'm very torn to say if he's a must summon or not. Depends on his stats. I'm not gonna really devalue him right now. He looks really good, but I think I'm gonna need to see those stats. Damage-wise, his damage sucks ass. There's no other way of saying this. So this is right here, right? This is Margaretine. I don't even know if they're using bluegill in the back. I don't know what they're using in the back. It might just they could be using like nothing in the back, like I don't know, like blue Griamore or something in the back. They didn't show us. This is why I'm Korea so much better. So I don't know what sort of like tanking this team actually has, but just know 0 Margaret passive, because they're not even doing any buff cards. Actually, they have 1 stack of Margaret passive because they're doing a level 1 Tarmiel damage reduction. Level 1 Tarmiel damage reduction. And this is how much damage the ultimate does. You see Margaret's HP? It did like 25% of Margaret's HP on the side at 6/6. Damage-wise, this guy sucks. So, we'll see. Again, these showcases are never really anything to hold on to, because the developers are so bad at the game. Like, they always have really bad showcases. So again, holding judgment, but you see Margaret's HP? No Margaret damage reduction. There was no blue card damage reduction. It had Tarmiel damage reduction, level 1 damage reduction on Tarmiel, level 1. And this is how much Margaret took. Ungeared, so potentially Margaret could have tanked better. Or potentially with HP gear, GOWTHER could have done more damage. But the multiplier is very low, so. Now talking about HOWZER. I am very excited for HOWZER. Very excited. And he is the worst thing to ever happen to GOWTHER. Increases damage dealt by allies detonate skills by 30%. And you may think, wow, that is so specific. Why would you be excited for that? Ban has detonate. They are working up Ban so hard. Give him the Holy Relic. Give Holy Relic to Easton. Give Holy Relic to Twigo. Now, also release this guy, which will replace Easton. Increases damage dealt by allies that need skills by 30%. And you know what's funny? Ban will obliterate GOWTHER. GOWTHER is green. Ban will obliterate GOWTHER. I mean, we'll see. Maybe GOWTHER has like absurd defense stats. But these cards inflicts damage equal to 450 of attack on one enemy, depletes 3 ultimate gauge. So take off ultimate gauge, you're very, very usual. So this is what I'm thinking. Like, you use Arthur and this guy in the front, and you're taking off their ultimate gauge just like Easton was, but better. I mean, Easton has the cleanse, I guess that's really good, but... And then he has detonate as well on all enemies, and he has that ultimate that HOWZERs have where they D-rank skills, and for each D-rank skill it takes off 1 ultimate gauge. Really, I'm very excited for this guy. I'm like, Ban is gonna be running so wild with him. Oh, I'm gonna have to give you war gear to HOWZER now. HOWZER, you war gear. Who would have thought? Yeah. Talking about the rest of the patch notes. The banner. The banner is okay. Like, let's not count. Wait, is it ever gonna load? Let's not count the fact that. Why is this not loading? But this one is. What? Do they not want to show me the banner? Okay, well. Let's not count the fact that festivals are not here, right? Because, oh boy. The featured units are okay. The unfeatured, I mean. Like, it has Sauriel, Tarmiel, it has Excalibur Arthur, it has, like, Red Hair Liz, but the rest sucks. The rest of units suck. These right here all suck. And these right here. I mean, is this Green Derry or Red Derry? Like, Derry is such an old unit. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, it's like, other than these units, the rest sucks. If they could replace these with festival units, that would have been great, but you know their stance on actually having festival units and banners. 900, you can pick GOWTHER or HOWZER. I don't know why you would ever pick HOWZER, because it's just a regular ass part 3 unit. But there you go. Of course, costumes for GOWTHER. Again, I wish we could see his stats in any way, but we can't. There's this banner, which is great. So, Thanksgiving Gacha, free tickets given by login bonus. You got, what, 10 multis? Yeah, 10 free multis on the banner. And at, yeah, it's 10 free multis, right? Yeah. At 100, I don't know how much. After like 4 multis, you can pick between these 3. So if you need dupes for Red Derriere still, I guess. I'll say for most people, maybe Evil Lilia, because she doesn't come around very often, but you pick whatever you want on your dad. Then 200, you can pick one of these. 300 though, they actually put Blue Lost Vein, which I think is a great pick. Blue Lost Vein is a very good unit. All 3 of these are good. I mean, Blue Ludo is like the worst of the 3 for picking, honestly, but these 2 are very good. So you choose whichever one you think is best for your account, of course. The featured units, they... Okay. They don't have these units as featured, do they? Wait. It's 7% SR rate. 0.5 each. Wait. These units are not here. The guaranteed units are not here. That's so weird. Okay, well. That's so weird. Alright. Login bonus where they showed special event held. Yeah, you get 1 free multi on GOWTHER, the usual. This event, which, okay, you get like a GOWTHER Power Ranger suit from it, and some card packs, which, I mean, these are just guaranteed cards, they're not like random, so cool. Roulette, always good. How many card packets am I? How many card packs am I getting for this roulette? None? Wow. Well, this roulette sucks. I mean, it has some Belmoth mats, I guess, but this roulette sucks. What? Come on. No card packs. They're updating so they brought back the King event, which is always great. Now you can buy card packs using SSR pendants, which, if you know me, I like that because I have like 400 SSR pendants. I don't know how, because other whales tell me they don't have like this many SSR pendants. Oh, should I dare click on this one? Oh boy, diamonds. Oh boy, diamond packs. Do I love spending money? Oh, most of these suck. What? Alright. Not gonna lie. This one kind of waters my eyes. It's, or my mouth. It's, as a whale, to this day, upgrading cosmetics is a challenge. Yeah, just regular packs, I guess. It's just the regular stuff. Thankfully, bro, they're still not selling card packs, which I love. This is the only, like, if I'm gonna give him props at any point in time, not selling card packs and sticking to making like them free to play strictly has been great. Thank you for that. Hawk Pass. Brunhilde is getting a Hawk Pass cosmetic before Assault Melee. Yeah. So to end it off, they're changing the bird drops. It used to be that you had, if you're doing stage 1, you had a 70% chance of getting either a gold chest or like a stamina, not stamina, EXP pot. And it was horrible. That was horrible because you would just have runs that you would just straight up only get like that. You would get like no cubes, no diamonds, nothing. Now they're changing. So instead of having a 70% chance of getting that, you have a 70% chance of getting these smaller portions of the cube than the regular rates were. So right now, I hope they actually do this on global at launch. Hopefully, but you have a 70% chance of getting 2 cubes, or a 20% chance of getting 5 cubes, or a 10% chance of getting one of these diamonds on stage 1. Stage 2, I believe it's gonna be a 60% chance of getting 5, 30% or 25. I think it's a 55% chance of getting 5, a 35% chance of getting 10, and 20% of getting crystal. I should have had the game open. In either case, they're cutting off the gold and the EXP potions from EXP for the character, but the potions things for the drop, and it's just gonna be actual materials for the Holy Relic, which is a good update. I would have obviously preferred if they didn't just give us like bad rations of it, instead of giving Chu, just making so, oh, you either get 5 or you get the crystal or something like that. It's better though. It's a good update. So that's it. Not much else really to talk about. I am waiting to see how they're going to handle this whole removing the festivals from the festival banner and putting a different banner, how the rates are going to be for the separate banner, before I give my full conclusion analysis on it. But other than that update, this is a good update. Also, they are still holding on us that training cave update, which I'm waiting for. Please. I don't want to do training cave like that anymore. I've been doing the same training cave, beating the same bosses for like a year and a half. Please change the training cave. But yeah, that's about it.